Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agents Darko Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, make sure to check the description below the video for the link to our giveaways, and don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content. Show your support to the channel. So guys, Uncanny X-Men updates just arrived, and it's time to start our series of video of character and uniform review back to back with Mr. Iceman. Guys, Iceman so far, what I can tell you about him, guys, is that AI play him like shit. I tried him autoplay in PvP, and I pretty much used all the skills that will get him murder. So it might actually be pretty weak in Alien Conquest, in my opinion. Because of that, still need to be tested in Alien Conquest, but so far that's my feeling in PvP. In autoplay story mode, he can get the job done, obviously, but again, if you try him against Thanos in mission 13.8, he get its ass whoop because the AI is stupid. The AI is very stupid. Will use the second skills, the fourth skill, won't use the fifth skills, the third skill on cooldown, which actually put him in a lot of trouble. So AI play is terrible on this guy. Now if we talk about game mode that we actually control him, War Boss Ultimate, his damage is insane, guys. If you actually put a CTP of Rage on this guy, because he has three mega hit skills, which is the first skill, the third skill, and the fifth skill. Those skills hit like crazy with a CTP of Rage. I think this guy might actually be able to be a potential in Aliens Battle Extreme. Sadly, Blast Mail was yesterday, so we gotta wait 13 days to test him in Aliens Battle Extreme. But in War Boss Ultimate, fully awakened with the CTP of Rage, Euro fully amplified level 70, I can see this guy doing a body mass 60 plus without having any problems. Well, survivability is a little bit of problems in my opinion, because it's hard to change the skill rotation, but if you bring anti-venom in your team, survivability is just fine. You're gonna see in the War Boss Ultimate gameplay, it's really hard to get that skill rotation going, which is pretty much the skill rotation is 4 cancel 5 cancel 3 proc on 3, then 2 cancel 1, then you run around and you want to repeat that rotation. That's pretty much it, and it's actually quite difficult with a bunny moving all the time. But you can see when you actually get the rotation perfectly, stage 40 Ibanima will actually lose like 3-4 bars sometimes. It's very strong. His damage output is crazy, which is why I think this guy might actually be potential meta for Aliens Battle Extreme. We're gonna be testing him the next no restriction, obviously, but with CTP of energy, and we're gonna be able to give a better opinion on this guy. But I do think that it might be a potential meta for Aliens Battle Extreme, and he's obviously a new, very strong meta for War Boss Ultimate. But I do not like his playstyle. He is hella strong, but I'm a big fan of Iceman, and his playstyle is disappointing me a lot, guys, a lot. So next part of this video, guys, before we jump in the gameplay section, we're going to take a look at the build we have right now, which is actually a pretty terrible build except the custom gear. Then we're going to jump in the gameplay, and you can see with your own eyes what this guy is made of, guys. So first, he's rank 52 because not a lot of people has invested into getting him to tier 2 yet. Here the stats we have: max skill cooldown, max ignore defense, 29% ignore dodge, 188% critical damage, 42% critical rate, 125% attack speed, 19,561 energy attack, which is very low. It doesn't have any hero at all. It's pretty much ISO set, 6 stars everywhere, no awaken, guys, no hero, level 60, gear 20. So get this guy higher, and you see, and you're gonna see I did stage 40 Ibanima pretty damn easy. His ability here, he has cold-blooded, applied to self immunity to chill effect and immunity to freeze effect, and chill applied to self, cold resist by 10%, and increase cold damage by 3%. Now if we look at his gear, you can see, as I said, no hero at all. 4th gear set on critical rate. Enhancement type, it's at 0, we just got him. Easel set, we got a set bonus stage 6 in effects, power of Angry Hulk. So we are getting 8.5% of all attack, all defense critical rate, 7.7% attack speed, 8.1% in your defense activation rate, 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. Now the custom gear, that's the only good thing I actually got on him. I went away, I did not have any critical damage plus proc or cold damage plus proc, so I went away and took my CTP off Sharon Rogers. Can see I get a crystal to do it this week. And I put it on this guy so I can actually have a proper test on him. And because of his long cooldown, it's actually not the best. You really want to go with a CTP of Rage on this guy. That's going to be a game changer on this guy. I think this guy could actually be a potential, like I said, guys, Alliance Battle Extreme meta still need to be tested though, sadly. If we look at his skills, obviously its skills. First, tier 2 passive Frostbite applied to self. Increase all debuff effect by 30%. That means, you know, if he applies chill damage, you know, that kind of stuff, it's gonna be, or stun or all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be increased the duration by 30%. Decrease all damage received by 30%, increase skill damage and bonus damage, blah blah blah. Tier 1 passive applied to self, 40% chance to become immune to cold damage, so good counter for Luna Snow in Alliance Conquest, but not much more than that. And his leadership, trash leadership, decrease kill cooldown by 24%. I hate that they still give us terrible leadership like that. Now if we look at the skills, first skill, actually very strong skill, iframe. Stun 1 second, deal chill damage every 1 second for 3 seconds, and that's quite a good amount of damage. Second skill is not that much, but it's a good CC for Shadowland, for example. It's gonna apply freeze for 2 seconds, but the damage was not that impressive on this skill. A third skill, the skills deal bleed damage every 1 second, remove elasticity, stun 2 seconds, apply to self, super armor. So you want to use that skill obviously for the super armor for World Boss Ultimate, and if you do Alliance Battle Extreme. 100% chance for immunity to all damage for 3 seconds and some regular damage. And this skill is actually a lot of freaking damage. Then you have the fourth skill. Fourth skill is important to have it active at the start of every rotation because it will do a little bit of freeze, stun, but apply to self. Increase all attack by 25%, all speed by 1%, and critical rate by 25%. And remove incapacitation. And the damage is not that good on that, but because of the buff, the all attack and critical rate buff on it, you want to have this skill active at all time. At all time, guys. And then you have the fifth skill. Fifth skill, what I don't like from this skill is that your proc is a 7-second cooldown, and this ability with max skill cooldown is 9 seconds. So every rotation you lose 2 seconds because of that long ass cooldown. But the damage is amazing. Pretty much you can cancel that skill right after you hit it, because it will summon a giant, a frost giant pretty much, and that's what actually does the damage on this skill. So you can basically, you can do 4 cancel right away, 5 cancel right away into 3, then get your proc on 3 pretty much. This skill deal 40% chill damage every 1 second for 5 seconds, stun 3 seconds, freeze 3 seconds, apply to self, invincible for 6 seconds, and some damage, and actually does quite a lot of damage. Both the third skill and the fifth skill does about the same amount of damage in my personal opinion, but you really want to have your proc on the third skill. Now if you have a CTP of Rage, that's another one, guys. You want to pop your proc on the first skill if you have CTP of Rage, then chain with 4, 5, 3 right away to get as much damage as you can. And that's pretty much it for this fella, guys. Next, we're going to jump in the gameplay section. We have a Banima World Boss Ultimate for the really easy run. We have story mode 13.1 on autoplay, and we have manual play PvP, where we kick some ass and get our butt kicked to in the gameplay. So guys, without speaking too much, we're gonna jump to the gameplay section. So again, don't forget to hit the sub and the like button if you enjoy the content, And on that, Star Agent Starco Gaming is out.